It is fantastic to see you all here today. It's fantastic to have a full house. It's something that we didn't believe would happen today, but I know that you are so excited, first of all, to pitch and present your business idea to the very competent jury as well. But you also brought friends, colleagues, sisters, brothers, or even kids here today to keep you rolling and be in a good mood, so that's fantastic. We are also having a live stream today, so that's why I'm holding this microphone. That's why you will need to speak in the microphone as well. So anyone sitting at home or in the office can see us today and see what's going on. I'm very happy to welcome you in this fantastic premise, Teikums, the co-working space. You're going to have actually, hey, try to find a seat as well. You will have an excursion around the co-working Teikums and led by Olex later on after you all 20 pitch. So I know that half of you will sign an agreement afterwards because this place is so cool. And yeah, so feel free and stay hold to that. Creative Business Cup and the semifinals that you are here all today for. First of all, let's say a big thanks to our sponsors and partners and supporters in this that could make this happen. That is the Latvian Investment and Development Agency, the Creative Industries Incubator, the Ministry of Culture. Then we have fantastic partners, the Nordic Council of Ministers, the Danish Culture Institute, and us, the organizer. I didn't present myself. Hi, my name is Liva Stormane, and I'm the manager of the New Entrepreneur Center. We've been running the national selection for the past 4 years. And we did a fantastic job in 2014, picking Gigiblocks, who won 2nd place in the world. That is why Ilona is one of the proud members of the jury here today. If I started with the jury, then I can present them to you here or allow them to present themselves and maybe say just in one sentence, one tip and trick for you all here today. Let's start here. I'm not sure if this works. Ivers Timofeyos.
Yes, thank you, Liva. Thank you for encouraging words and presenting the most exciting, I think, event of the year for startups in Latvia. So I really do wish all of you go for it, and not only today. No matter if you win or not, if you go for the final or not, go for it. If you do believe in your idea, you will succeed. So go for the courage. Convince us that you are the best, and you'll succeed. Good luck.
Perfect. That was your one emotional sentence.
For the past 3 years, I have been seeing several hundred new business ideas and teams, partly of which of them haven't yet earned the first euro or a dollar, and I might ask some tipping points questions on why that and business idea is not worth more than 5%, so you're gonna have to convince us on something more past the business idea.
Thanks so much. Liana Padkon, the manager of the Creative Industries Incubator.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to see you all here, and I'm really proud to be a part of this Creative Business Cup. And I'm also very proud that we have several of the participants of the incubator participating in this contest as well. And I want to wish good luck to all of you, like everyone, all 20 ideas. And I think the competition is really hard because all of the 20 ideas are really great. So I actually don't know how we will choose the top 5 ones here. So yeah, good luck, guys.
Ilona Viljama, Gigiblocks.
Hi everybody, very excited to see all the cool presentations here today, and I have only one suggestion: bring the passion.
Great. Simon Holmberg, Danish Cultural Institute.
Hi everybody, it's the 5th time I'm part of this, and really good luck, and I really hope that as many of you can well, 3 of you will go to Denmark, but I really hope that many of you also will go on your own behalf and see how it is in November when the final will be. Thanks.
Thanks so much. And Deintra Purvinja, the Ministry of Culture.
Hello for everybody. I wish also good luck for everyone, and to be self-confident and creative, and good luck.
Thanks so much. I hope you see we have a very diverse but very experienced and tough jury ahead of you. So keep the passion, as Elon said, and please try to convince us that you're the best and get a chance to go to Copenhagen. So a short background on what is the competition that you applied for and possibly are going to Copenhagen, if you haven't heard. The Creative Business Cup is a global initiative for innovative and creative businesses. They promote entrepreneurship and innovation and development throughout the world. It really is a world championship for creative industries. But not only the creative industries as we tend to see them in Latvia, quite often a very narrow field, but they see creative industries as creative goods and services, and creative competences can be in many many companies, and many aspects of your company may be creative. So you might actually be in the creative industries as CBC sees you without you actually knowing. So that's what we've been advocating quite hard here in Riga, that you and you and you, we see this potential in you, and please come and apply and see how it works out in the end. And we will see many startups from different spheres here today, so it really is and will be interesting. So either the creation, production, or distribution in one of these aspects is the creative component in your enterprise or company. It is a worldwide network, and that's very often where you get a hold of your patriotism. If you haven't had it in Latvia for a while, then you go get there with a flag, and then you be all Latvian for 3 days and represent your country and do the best you can. And so for you to get a glimpse of this, this is a fantastic video that I hope will inspire you to see what it's all about. Maybe let's watch half of it.
It's great, it's awesome.
It's amazing.
An experience I will never forget. This is about a good idea.
Technology. Fantastic.
It's great, it's awesome.
It's amazing.
An experience I will never forget.
This is about a good idea that also creates value.
You're literally taking a blank canvas and saying, I'm going to paint the future.
The Creative Business Cup is helping the creative people become entrepreneurs.
Creative Business Cup supports entrepreneurs in the arts and creative industries across the globe to help them network. I think CBC plays a very important role in that space.
You have a worldwide known reputation, and that you can also see by all the startups invited from Africa, from Asia.
Being a creative business is very hard for anyone to listen to your story. So this is an excellent moment for me, and I'm very excited and very pleased and grateful to be here.
An entity like Creative Business Cup is a great way to promote that kind of creative and innovative thinking.
The creative industries need this kind of stage to get their pioneers and entrepreneurs up and running.
Thailand, Indonesia, Ukraine, China, Philippines, India, Australia, Czech Republic, Costa Rica, Romania, Netherlands, Moldova, Estonia, Bulgaria, Lithuania.
I look forward to the final. I've been involved in the jury. I think there's some really, really good companies that are going to get into that final 5.
Creative Business Cup has the opportunity to connect people in a really wonderful way, whether it's potential investors or the entrepreneurs themselves coming here and finding potential customers amongst the entrepreneurs.
People that have achieved a lot of things are standing next to someone that just has a startup, and that's a push for the young entrepreneurs. Amazing experience.
I come from Saudi Arabia. I don't sell oil. I sell coffee.
Our solution is a plush toy embedded with medical sensors that seamlessly during the play tracks child's body temperature, heart rate, and oxygen level.
We are helping cities to fight the problem of air pollution because it matters.
You may be able to win this time, and even if you don't win, the connections that you have here, the networks that you build, the opportunity to interact with venture and angel funds is amazing.
There was not a bad idea in the whole bunch. I mean, it made the jury process very, very complicated and very, very intense. I think every single person that came to this is going places.
There is this week over 30,000 events happening in 140 countries. There are but 5 that are marquee premier events, and this is one of them.
In completely random order, the 5 finalists.
This is a window to not only the world of tomorrow, but a window to a better world. I feel very humble being here.
Competitions like these actually help airlift the entire entrepreneurship ecosystem.
Thanks so much, Creative Business Cup, for the video. I hope you all got the enthusiasm and positivism that is there during the finals, but not only. Because CBC actually is all year round. You get to meet people, you get to meet investors and mentors and co-minded people, and you have more than 60 countries. I think it's even 100 this year. So if you feel all good and you think that you know maybe Europe, the Baltic countries, you're settled in, then go to CBC and see how much wider the world is. And that's a fantastic opportunity to see your business model in the global context immediately. You get so much reviews about where you are and where you could be going with that. I know Ilona got 110 comments about her packaging while being there just during the coffee break or lunch. So be ready, be there with an open mind, and just keep at it. Yeah, some examples, you saw them in the videos with former winners or the top 3 of CBC. They have all really elevated from the competition and thus going forward. You also saw a quote from Amy Cosper and Tim Root. It is happening during Global Entrepreneurship Week in November. It's November 15th and 16th in Copenhagen. And Rasmus is very keen on keeping it there in Copenhagen and thus carrying the name of Denmark abroad. This is a very important slide for you because of course, it's a big honor to be here, but it's also it takes up a bit of your time because we want to prepare you even more. You are pitching here today and we are finding the top 5. But you are all welcome on Monday and Tuesday to a masterclass that is happening thanks to the Danish Cultural Institute. Kenneth Agerholm, a fantastic mentor and presenter, is coming here to Riga, especially to work with you and to prepare the top 5 for the finals that is happening next Saturday in the Innovus Festival. It's a festival organized by Leah in Lutovsala, so that's the big stage with the big cameras, with the big microphones, so we really want to get you ready and inspired to be there. In October, the top 5 gets to go to Tallinn for a boot camp. That's an opportunity to meet the contenders from the other Baltic countries. That's a fantastic space where you can just mingle, see what other people are doing. It's also a masterclass, so we really want to pump you up before the international finals in November in Copenhagen. And the news of today that thanks to PIN and our sponsors, we get to bring not only the top 1, the winner of that has been going on the past few years, but the top 3 to Copenhagen. So that's a big thing for this year, and I saw many eyes lit up, so that is great news. Okay, the rules of today. We have 20 companies. Please stick around for everyone. Be friendly and be nice to the others, even the 20th person who is presenting. We will try to do without a break because coffee is later on, and you get an excursion around Take-Homes after the last one, because that is when the jury starts deciding, because we're presenting and announcing the top 5 here actually today. Yes, stick around to that. You all get 3 minutes sharp. No, seriously, 3 minutes. I hope you've prepared. Daiga is your actually most important person that you, could you please stand up and show your signs, is the most important person that you have to look at while presenting, because she has 2 signs. She will notify you when half of the time is done with 1 point 5 minutes when you have left, and when you have 30 seconds left. And when you don't have any seconds left, she's going to ring a glass and hopefully not break it on the 10th person. So please take care of the time, because you are many and we have to just rush ahead in being able to hear you all. And the jury is going to have an even harder job, because they have just 2 minutes for questions. So those are going to be very fast questions and very fast answers. So I hope you have put everything the best there is in your presentations, so we can hear those. You get a clicker and you get the microphone. Yeah, I think I have explained everything. Any last minute, very quick questions? Okay, if not, let's go ahead. And the first to present is Zephyr's Concrete Design. We had 3 lucky people from the jury to get a Zephyr's. All the other got concrete.
Hello, my name is Gunita.
My name is Malters.
And this is plan or 3-minute plan for today.
Zephyr, concrete, and question mark. We redesign, renew concrete and making it simpler, and giving them aesthetics, adding wood, metal, glass, other materials. Yes, and the recipe, the main thing, Zephyrs and concrete have a similar recipe. It's a joke, but it's a real. After mixing, we are putting Zephyrs, relax. After relax, it takes some 12 hours, and we can use the product the same as the cookie. We have 2 types of business model. One is we are making custom products, where we're getting the power, where we're getting the muscles, and it's nice, but it's taking a lot of time. Second is a mass production. Here is the main thing on what we're working now, the concrete parquet Riga. And on this we are focusing, and this we want to make more and more. Our channels, architects and designers, on what we are working already. Art projects, what we are doing already, and shops and showrooms on what we are working and where we want to be.
And our competitors started a little bit earlier, like before the Christ, to work with the concrete. Later in 18th century and 19th century, together with Industrial Revolution, inventors, engineers, and even gardeners took the part to shape the concrete history. Later on, manifesto of concrete comes together with brutalist architecture, and there we as 21st century with the technologies and creativity, we're trying to shape and create concrete more delicate and exquisite by adding our creativity and to meet our ambition and to succeed every project needs. By adding also to play with other materials, shapes, forms, and other dimensions.
Our team, Eva, she's architect designer. Gunit, you know already. Martin is our sous chef or chef in one person, and me, Walters. Our plan is Scandinavian market, also Iceland, Germany. We're looking because it's a lot of big population, and Japan. The reason is they love concrete as us. Zephyr concrete without any question mark. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Very good on time. Questions? 2 minutes for the questions.
What is the problem and what are you selling exactly and to whom?
We are selling concrete. We're selling concrete in any form, what you want, what you need. That means this was the joke about this cookie, what we made also from concrete. It's impossible if it's everything. What we are focused is this parquet. We are telling it's not tile. We want to call it parquet because the shape is like French parquet, and yeah, we use this shape.
Okay. I just need to follow up. I don't care about concrete.
Okay. Okay.
What's in it for me?
What you mean?
Why should I care about looking at your product if I want a floor covering, if I want a pocket, if I want a flooring? Why should I care for your design and your product?
It's always depending you like or you don't like. If you like, then we. If you don't like, then we try to convince you that this is it's 21st century and everybody concrete using like this, but we're giving for concrete aesthetics, we're giving colors. As you see, we can bring it in pink and everything. And concrete is okay. It's not like a rock, but it will be. It will start before crisis, and it will be after.
Simon.
Well, I'm not a big concrete man, but can you please explain why is this unique? And is there somebody else doing this thing? What is?
As my colleague told, yeah, it's doing by many years ago. Unique is that always is a problem that you cannot make us.
No, finish sentence.
You can make some special form, and with that kind of concrete, you can make all the smallest detail. For example, that kind of product are in market, but from tiles, yeah, and but it's totally different because it's not with the shapes, with the details, with the smallest part, and always the details. God is in the details.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much. Let's go further on. 3WK recycled. Microphone, please, as well.
Hello. So 3 minutes upcycled. We are creating accessories inspiring the world. We are getting inspiration from all over the world for our products. And today I would like to present an idea about 2 new materials which we have created and making products from them. So these materials are made from upcycled old newspapers. It is the first material. We have invented coating technology, how made this material really strong, waterproof and resistant. It's really good to make accessories and such different things. So, what is unique, that we are using really old newspapers from 30s till nowadays, and these items are having not like fashion items, a nice look, but they are bringing history. And we can personalize as well this material for our customers and use their pictures and different and other stuff. Here you can see some samples what we have made from these materials. For example, these are handbags made from old French erotic magazines from 30s years. So here are Soviet times. It's French Vogue as well, French erotic as well. So then from American magazines, and yeah, now I would like to speak about next second material, which is made from real tree leaves. Here we as well have invented technology how make these leaves very strong and waterproof. And it's a process how leaves looked at the beginning, and it is a material. And here are some samples of the products. These are really just the first pieces which we have made so far. So as you can see, these are real tree leaves from Latvia. And what is a plus of these materials is that during the autumn, a lot of leaves fall down the trees, and we are not using it efficiently. And so it's one of the ways how to use them in our products. So more pictures. And our business model is that we are really social responsible, and we are thinking of upcycling, research development, and creating of the material and these products. Sales, business to business, different kind of shops, fashion stores, and business to customer, making personalized items. Our team, we are 4 people. So our competencies are strategic management, HR, research, development, sales, and etc. Future plans, actually, we have very big plans. The biggest one, it is tomorrow. I'm flying to New York, taking part in exhibition New York Now, where these products are nominated for some awards, and I will let you know at the end of the week if we will get some awards. Thank you.
I'll take the other one. Okay. We can maybe pass that around to the jury as well. Questions?
Thank you. Who's your customer?
So business-to-business customers are wholesalers, retailers, fashion stores, as well agencies, advertising agencies, and business customers to whom we can make like advertising or promotional gifts from their, for example, newspapers or their promotional materials, etc.
But who would be user? Who do you picture as a user of this product?
A product, women, men starting from age 25 till 50 who are open to innovative things and who are thinking about, for example, like zero waste technologies and such things, who are thinking ecologically.
And if I may, one more question about technologies. You mentioned about waterproof covering. Is it your innovation, or it's just a combination of your idea with already invented?
It's actually it's my idea how all these pieces are put together for this material.
Simon?
You mentioned this thing. Is this really ecologically sound? I mean, the processes which you use to make the bags and make from leaves and newspapers, is it actually doing some from the is it zero waste or zero? Is upcycling?
It's upcycling, yeah.
And second, and how do you produce it? Do you have a mass production idea, or is it made in hand?
Currently, it's made by hand, but I didn't have possibility to speak about last slide. So that we are really looking for investors and getting investments for buying all necessary equipment and machines to make it in mass production, because currently it's made by hand.
Okay. Thanks. Time's up. Anatomy next. I'll try to do this one myself. Let's see how I go.
Hi, everybody.
Not yet, please. We want to put this in the background. But you can say hi. Did you take the microphone? You didn't.
Yeah. One more time. Hi. While we're waiting, I'm going to start. Hey, my name is Sandis Kondrats. I'm the CEO of Anatomy Next. And Anatomy Next is 3D software for medical education and healthcare professionals. We have already made $500,000 with anatomy tools. And did you know that medical errors and death in America is third cause? And this is because of physicians make so many mistakes, and the root of the problem is in medical education. It's outdated. You know, five years ago in the University of Stanford, 2 neurosurgeons were doing an operation, and suddenly one asked another, look, what happens if I cut here 2 millimeters deeper? And other answered, well, the person is going to get blind. Well, what happens if I cut even deeper? Well, the person is going to get paralyzed. This is why we are building 3D simulation software for medical education and healthcare. So it is like a flight simulator, but for medical experts. Look, those neurosurgeons will be able to practice neurosurgery in a virtual reality rather than making mistakes in real life. Also, medical students will be able to learn 3 times faster. We already had 5 pilots in the US and Europe, and converting 3 pilots into paying customers. Our business model is software as a service, so we charge per end user. The total addressable market is $1.6 billion globally, and we focus on US market, which is half of the global total addressable market. We have 2 competitors. Those competitors have their products with medical errors on built and obsolete data. We have latest medical data. We have the best medical professionals, both from Latvia and US. And our team is well designed. We have the software engineers and visual medical creators, so we have all these parts in place. And in October, we are going to start fundraising $2.5 million with a goal to accelerate the product development and increase our sales and marketing operations in United States. We already have 500,000 euros in angel investment, and our goal is to reach $30 million in revenue by 2020. Thank you. My name is Sandis Kondrats. I'm a CEO of Anatomy Next.
Yeah, thanks. You mentioned that 2 millimeters or 4 millimeters can make disasters. And is your technology so precise? And how precise is actually your technology? Because the VR I have been using, it's laggy, it's slow, and it's not to rely on currently.
Yeah. So our technology in a web and desktop form is super precise. We are in development for a neurosurgical simulator. We have some parts already developed. Skull, it is working. The prototype is ready, been tested. In web and desktop, it's super precise.
Simon?
Now you were talking quite discouragingly about your competitors, but how unique is the thing you are doing? How unique is it, and how can you avoid that? Will not somebody else come and replicate it somewhere else?
The uniqueness is in a combination of the developers of the team, because we have the best medical professionals and radiologists accessible here in Latvia. In US, where I started this business, I can't get those people to build this product. They're busy in the hospitals, in the neurosurgery rooms. Here, I can get those people. And I have access to the latest, best databases in Seattle. So I combine the strength of America and Latvia to build this product, and it's possible only in this combination.
So, in case if some error happens due to your provided technology, how do you protect yourself from that?
So this is a simulator for education purposes at the moment. Down the road, we will license and get the FDA approval when it's time ready for a medical, basically as a medical technology. Now it's an education technology, a simulator.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's continue with the theme of medicine with bamboo laser.
Hi, our product is home therapy device, bamboo laser. It looks like bamboo, so that's why we choose trade name bamboo laser. In fact, it helps in a lot of conditions. It helps even in babies and in elderly people for treatment of injuries, trauma, back pain, and so on. For instance, here is one case of bad diabetic ulcer, and which becomes worse and worse despite conventional treatment, and with adjuvant laser therapy in 3 months it is treated. If we enter in PubMed database this LLT, which stands for low levels laser therapy, we can find 5,000 publications. A lot of clinical studies and trials are among them, so it's not just abracadabra. How it works, it's activate enzyme cytochrome C oxidase in cells respiratory chain, and it leads to some clinical effects. We have worked out guidelines how to use our bamboo laser at home. We have very good references from opinion leaders and from patients. We strongly believe that there is place in every family healthcare kit, one home laser, and a lot of families live in Europe and not just in Europe. And our business model, we are targeting direct selling companies. Why? Because actually you need to inform and you need to tell to people about lasers that it is effective, it is safe, and the direct selling industry is growing. For instance, I want to demonstrate this is widget. This is not laser device, this is magnetic therapeutical device. Philosophy is the same, and they are selling 1,000 units monthly just in Poland. And now we have signed an intention protocol with them to sell our bamboo laser for 6,000 units next year. If compared with competitors, we have a lot of advantages. Last one is we have our own smartphone application, which gives extra benefits. It's more targeted treatment and automatization. Today, we have sold already 350 units in Baltic states, and we have two big obstacles. It's capacity, and we have not medical device validation yet done. So so we need time and money for it. There is team behind of us. I have no time to tell about everyone, but me as medical doctor with experience in laser therapy as well. Our target is to reach 100,000 units in 4 years. And for those targets we're looking for capital investment 150,000, which goes for medical device validation, for molds, for plastic details, and also for implantation in. So okay, so thank you. That's all. Questions?
Thanks so much. Questions?
Can it be dangerous to use it? Can you get burnt easily?
Otherwise,
okay. Clue is, I can show you. You can look it. Actually, Clue is low-level laser therapy. It's in medicine are used strong lasers as well, but those lasers are used by those lasers could be dangerous, and those are used by doctors, by specialists. But low-level laser usually power are measured in watts. This power is 120 milliwatts, and also synonym is cold laser. So it means cold. You can't feel even warm. Some sensitive people actually feels, but a little bit. But it's biostimulation. It's not the damage of tissue at all.
Okay. How are you going to protect your product and your brand name against competitors?
No, trade name already is registered and also design pattern, but other things are not subject for patents. So to be too fast enough on the wave, today is moment that home therapy becomes more and more popular, and laser therapy actually it is not a new thing, but basically those are big machines in doctors' cabinets. The new thing is that lasers become smaller, a lot of clinical studies behind, and it start to enter in families in like home laser. But it's of course it's today it's quite expensive. Imagine this our partners in Latvia, Eastcon, they're selling for 1,070 euros this one device. So that's also is.
And are you producing in Latvia?
We're producing in Latvia, yeah, and we're going to produce in Latvia as well. In Latvia, we have just only one manufacturer which fits to standards of medical device directive. It's Hansa Matrix, so we are going in Hansa Matrix, and plastic parts in Hode in Lithuania. It will be, but total production in Latvia. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be with.
What you probably heard is that a hug a day boosts the immune system, lowers the blood pressure, and releases stress. But did you also know that hugs strengthen relationship bonds and build trust? Well, when I read the Harvard study, 75-year Harvard study on human happiness, and found out that close and warm relationships are the most important factor influencing our happiness, health, and wealth, I decided I need to learn more about what actually builds close and warm relationships. And what I found out is that physical touch is essential for those, as it releases the bonding hormone oxytocin and it builds trust. So this is how the idea behind clothing with secret passages for skin-on-skin hugs appeared. We've been working on this product for 2 years now, and I can safely say that there's no such a product in this world. So it's a bit tricky to communicate it, but whenever we tell people about our idea, there's the smile appearing on their faces. This January, we launched our online store, and since then we have also opened retail sales in Riga, Valmiera, and Tallinn. It's a long shot convincing people that they need clothing for hugs, but 80% of our sales are a gift to someone loved. This means that our product actually solves the need for a unique, creative gift that is also useful and meaningful. We have sent these gifts already to US, UK, France, Italy, and over the Baltics. The idea and the concept are very important in Be With, but the materials and the design play a crucial role in the purchasing decision. Our designs are minimalistic and clean with an edge, and we use only pleasant to touch, sustainable, natural, and breathing materials that we have tested. Before we launched our sales, we tested over 30 different prototypes for usability. We are a team of 2 co-founders. I have experience building teams and products for international markets, and my partner Monte studied fashion design in Denmark, London, and in London. And we're looking for smart money to help us grow faster. So if you know someone with experience in sales and distribution of a design product that can be a great gift, please get us in touch. So we're Be With Clothing for hugs, the most meaningful gift for your loved ones.
Thank you so much. Questions?
Yes, interesting idea and the product, but product is not very complicated. So how are you going to protect yourselves against cheap Chinese replicas?
Well, there's the brand building and communication and the quality that we're offering. Clothing itself is a simple product, but actually designing and building these special secret passages, it was not that easy. Of course, it's more easy to replicate, but we're going to protect the designs and, well, build our brand. I think that is what they will be looking for.
So it won't be that easy for H&M to firstly get those produced, and even if they would, then people would still choose you, yes?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay.
You mentioned that it's maybe difficult to communicate the concept. How do you propose to solve this problem?
Okay, so first thing we already learned is that people are very open to the concept of hugging, and we communicated through videos and photos. And another thing is that we realized that actually people are buying this for gifts. So going through the gift angle is how we can sell that.
Simon?
You're already selling it, I understand.
Yeah.
How is it going?
I think it's going pretty well for a product that we just launched in January. So we're now in 2 countries locally, like in retail, and we're selling online sending also to international markets. So it's going pretty well. We can discuss afterwards if you want some specific numbers. But yeah, we sold out the first batch that we produced totally. So now we produced the second batch.
Thank you so much. Cast print.
Hello, I'm Sigvard from Castprint, and we are gonna bring treatments of broken arms and legs to the 21st century, finally. So, initially I would like to assume that we are all familiar with this picture here. Now, some of you may have experienced it themselves, others may know maybe a friend or two if you're lucky, very. So, what we have found out over the last year while interviewing numerous doctors is that these things actually do more harm than good. Now, that being said, imagine that your baby sister or your child breaks her arm or leg, and for the following 2 months, he or she will have to walk around with a cast that is twice the size of his original arm, a cast that is unhygienic, heavy, uncomfortable, itchy. So there are numerous problems, yet it's still being used today. That being said, what we have done, we have created a 3D printed medical cast solution for clinics that enables the clinics to easily provide 3D printed casts that are waterproof, ventilating, light, and most importantly also aesthetically pleasing as well for the patient. And what we have done, now we are not the only ones doing that. And naturally there are a lot of companies around the world doing that. However, what we have done is created a solution that is so easy for the clinics that is already being integrated in the current treatment system, meaning that for the doctors and for the clinic administration, nothing has to change. So basically it's so simple, and this is only possible because our extensive work with the medical community, going to each stakeholder and asking them and knowing them their pain points. And because of that, our business model is not just only about selling casts, but as well as a subscription-based model for the solution. And naturally, this is also possible because of our team that combines extensive knowledge and experience from various sectors, including healthcare, business, technology, and design. And by combining it together, we have created something truly amazing here. Now, that being said, over the last year, we have gone through all stages, just from the initial idea to the first prototype, first patient, first pilot study, and now we're already having our first paid customer as well. And yeah, we're already in all major clinics in Latvia here, and 60% of the total trauma patients are going through our clinics already. So, that being said, the initial results are truly amazing, and patient quality of life has significantly increased with CastPrint, as well as the total treatment costs and duration of the treatment goes down actually. So that being said, I'm Sigvard, and if you'd like to know more about our solution, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you. So could you tell more about costs about this solution?
Yeah, so basically the costs are naturally, if you combine one-on-one with a plaster cast, it will be much more expensive. However, there are also costs from, let's say, the treatment rehabilitation, about the whole process. Usually it's around 300 euros, plus minus. However, what we have come up with, if we put CastPrint in the current system and you pay premium for the cast, then you won't have to pay for additional recasting or, let's say, rehabilitation, physiotherapy, and so on. That's our main advantage in terms of costs going down.
What exactly are you selling? You mentioned that you are in those hospitals, and what's that you're selling? You're selling a program, an algorithm called 3D printer.
Basically, so it combines both. And basically, it's a software, right? However, the main challenge for other companies around the world is that if you have a software, then you won't think about the hardware and so on. And that's a problem from a risk standpoint for the clinics. So what we actually do is taking all together. So basically, when you go to the clinic, you see our, let's say, just our iPad with scanner, and the rest of us is taken care of us in-house. And then already it's back to the clinic.
Okay, and talking about the end product, that super bad solution now, which is the damaging to your hand, how much is the price difference between your product?
Well, it's 4 times cheaper now.
This than that white crap. Okay, cool.
It's basically, our is much more expensive than. Yeah.
Okay, is it printed in hospital or is it?
It's printed at in-house in our HQ and then delivered to the
okay,
hospital.
what is the delivery time?
Delivery time 3 days. That's the question, yeah. So the thing is that actually why, for example, with 3D printing, the technology is very slow at the moment. However, what we have done is basically, first when you go to the clinic, you take the scan of the limb, your healthy limb, and when you go down, your swelling has to go down as well if you fracture your arm or leg after 5 days. And when you go back, you don't have to go to any other place around in Riga, for example, but you just go to the same clinic. And that's the actually biggest thing.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Next up, crinkly plates.
Hello everyone, my name is Naris, and Crinkly Plate will help you to get your healthy lifestyle. Why healthy lifestyle is so important? Well, nowadays there is more than 30% in the world who has overweight, and if we look in the details, we can see that the main problem is our eating habits. Yes, we eat with our eyes. 83% information we get from our eyes. And there is a really famous scientist, Brian Wansink, in USA, who have made really interesting scientific research So basically, there is two groups. In first group, there is simply both with soups, and the other one is the soup which increase without noticing it. And that group eat 73% more food than the other one. But how design can change our eating habits? Well, I'd love to introduce you with crinkly plate. Here you can see the first prototype. So basically, there is standard one, and this is crinkly plate. This is the view from the top and from the side. And thanks to the unique form, you will eat less. The crinkly plate will be from transparent glass, and right now it's on prototype stage, and I hope to see that this will be able soon as a design product for 69 euros. Currently I'm single one in the team, but I'm open for new team members. And you can read more about this project in different media. And I was in the conference in Portugal, and thanks to the media, journalists, I have made crinklyplate.com where you can go and sign up, because there was really much, really a lot emails for me, when, how, and then you simply go and visit and see. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Questions?
So is it proven? Do you have any tests that I will eat less if I use your plate?
Right now, I will test with 30%, 30 people, and I will receive the feedback. And after it, soon will be one more test, but I'm not telling what exactly it will be.
Hey, a question from my side. Awesome media coverage, that's cool. And a question, how big is your mailing list or subscribers list or pre-orders list? How many people do want this?
Right now, it's important that I'm not making some commercials or something like that, but people around 30 in 1 month wants to get. But it's important that I'm not making any commercial.
Yeah, because I don't know, if you change the website a bit, I guess that you can get much more pre-orders. You can fake it, like you take some part, or just, well, don't finish the registration, but at least get their emails and follow up. But you should get more than one per day, definitely.
Simon has a question here.
My question is, also, I suppose also, if you want people to buy this in big numbers, it also has to be practical to eat from. One thing is you can cheat your mind by watching it, but is it practical to eat from?
Of course. So basically, this is the form, and first of all, if we compare to the standard plate, we eat like this, and we don't look on the plate. And thanks to the form, we simply cannot eat so fast. We need to look on the plate, thanks to these crinkly lines. So it's, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, drone plan.
Good day, everyone. So, dear jury, we all need the electricity. We cannot imagine our life without electricity. But do you know that one of the main parts to deliver electricity to the customer is the overhead power lines? Those power lines must be inspected regularly and with quality. The problem is these power lines, they are located so difficult to reach, and here comes the issue, because it's high cost, really health and safety issues for the people who work on the height, And the last one is not least, it's the environment impact. So our solutions is to replace people with the industrial drone and special software with autonomous flight. So it's very simple. You just create your own using our aerial information platform. Where you want to go, where you want to design, where you want to check. After go in place, use our ground control station, execute your already predefined mission, get down drone, upload to the mission on the server, and get a real report about the condition of the power lines. So this is our aerial information platform, who like the interface and the ground control station. It's easy to use and friendly user to the customer. So our UAVs can fly on the different weather conditions. So it's minus temperature, minus 25, also wind resistant, water resistant, and snow. It's no problem for us. And our customer is the power line distribution companies, wind farms, and telecommunication. We will sell using our dealer network with one inspection of the one tower is 100 euros. The market is growing fast, and now we're establishing the network on the dealers network on the Finland, Germany, and UK. And the total market for the EU is 250 million euros. We providing to customers not just cutting cost. It's really a new way how to inspect the hard reachable assets. It's really improve the equipment availability and get the green image for the service. Our uniqueness is that we implement automatic no-fly zone avoidance system, obstacle avoidance, and 3D planning. Also image recognition to our during the inspection. Our dream team consists of 6 people. One is not missing here. So it's professional, 10 years experience with the industrial assets inspection, also programming and the project management. Our future plans is collaborate and continue work with our local customers, the Augsburg Vehicles and Lahti Energia from Finland. We are open new markets in the United States and new markets also in Europe, and also develop new application for the telecommunication companies and wind turbines. Thank you very much for attention. Any question? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
As this inspection is of course very important for society. Do you have any kind of state or somebody approval of this software? Can you do?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we have very close cooperation with the Augsburg Vehicles. It's the local power distribution company here in Latvia, and we will have this, like say, we already like show them what we can do, and they approve and really want to get it already tested. They really like the results. We already inspect 100 pieces of the power lines. Yes, please. Any more questions?
What about competitors, or how you're gonna protect yourself?
Yeah, so it's quite difficult to protect the code of the programs, but we will be first. Have the lock-in of the contract for the customers. Second is we'll be implement some unique functionality to our solution, but the let's say competitors cannot, let's say, do it so fast, or we will be fastly. And first of all, we will provide also better, let's say, prices compared with the functionality. And if we take talking about the, let's say, competitors, only one competitor here working really good. Let's say it's in the United States, Airbear company, but they only working on the United States. We are focusing for the moment in Europe. Yeah, and the United States also soon. Any more questions, please?
Apparently no.
Investment, we already have one kids accelerator, so we are good, and we already have one partners which is implement to our solution 50,000 euros. So it's fantastic result, and we're moving quite fast, and we must be fast because the competitors is not sleeping really. Yeah, maybe something more.
Apparently not.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks. Next up, EcoBuddy.
Hello, my name is Kaya, and I'm representing EcoBuddy. climate change is something that affects all of us, all the humanity, and we at EcoBuddy are intended to tackle it. But instead of fighting with consequences, we want to work with the root cause, which is actually us, the human. Let me ask you all a question. How many of you have ever thrown out the food which has gone bad? Raise your hands, don't be shy. The fact is, we all generate avoidable waste, and we do it every day. We waste electricity, we buy disposable products instead of durable ones, and yes, we throw out 1/3 of the food we buy. And all those actions, even if you think those are insignificant ones, they all impact the environment around us. So the question is how to give this information further to people who are not aware of it, especially the children who are our future. And we have created a solution which is EcoBuddy environmental game, which will be played in schools. And we're going to sell this game to schools in batches of 5, so all the children in the class can play this game simultaneously, and we're going to use distributors. Our beachhead market is Scandinavia, and by 2025 we want to be in all the European countries. The uniqueness of the product is in the methodology and design, how the information is displayed in the game. The two main educational components are the question cards and behavior cards. Behavior cards are the ones showing what behaviors generate the waste and which are the ones which help to avoid the waste. And what's more, this game is fun and it's strategic, and it's very easy for teachers to implement it into the teaching process. And this all will be achieved by a team of 4, each one strong in our own field. And we have, last week we won in national finals of Climate Launchpad, so our future plan is to present our idea in Cyprus in October. And at the end I want to say that only knowledgeable people can make the difference, and we can help here. And EcoBuddy is more than only a business, it's also a mission to bring up a more conscious society. Thank you.
Questions?
Yeah. Why Sweden? Why start with Sweden?
Scandinavia.
Also, yeah.
So I think we will start with Finland, because this is a small but very innovative country in terms of education. They are very innovative.
And what's the sales process behind selling to schools? And who is the decision maker?
We will use educational distributors who are already cooperating with schools.
So this is a classical board game.
This is board game, which is combined with strategic and education. And in 2 years we're planning to go online.
Okay, so you're planning to develop this game into a online game. Okay.
And we're already talking with one partner who is interested to bring it also to corporate world, like a challenge.
So the uniqueness is the sort of knowledge questions and the behavioral games, and there's some kind of process where they. How do you play it?
That's a know-how. Basically, this is a strategic game, so you are competing also with your co-players, and you also need to collaborate not to lose in this game. So this is what I can reveal you until now.
So what is the process of this game development? You mentioned words like fun and strategic. How do you make sure it really will be that way?
We are already testing the game. We have already 4 tests, and we have developed a lot since we started, because it's really hard to combine all those things in one game, and we are already close to our prototype.
Thank you so much. That's your cue. Okay, let's go forward. And after this presentation, we're officially at half. See, it's not so bad. Everyone's still optimistic and full with energy.
Okay, hello, my name is Linda, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to Etetet. And this is Christian. So Etetet is brand for kids furniture. And our bestseller is Step Stool, also known as Little Helper Tower. And it's designed on based on Montessori education principles to involve child in washing dishes or cooking, and to develop child's independence. And we know that kids are climbing up everywhere where they can, and on the chairs as well, but this is much more safer. Is this tool really unique? Yes, it is. It's easily transfers from tower position to table position. It has elegant design and functionality. Therefore, we have already patent on this design in EU and USA countries. Shortly about us, Brian said that Tete Holding Company, Snoris was founded exactly 1 year ago. This is core team, me, and our biggest inspiration, kids. And at the moment, we are employing 8 people in production. What we have reached till today, we have sold more than 2,200 products in 35 countries. We are actively writing projects, and we have 2 approved leader projects with overall funding of 30,000 euros. And we use sales channels such as our website, Etsy, Amazon, and Avanda. And in first half of 2017, our turnover was almost 100,000 euros. And this is the map of the countries where we have sold our items. And there is even spot somewhere in the middle of ocean in island Tahiti. How we see ourselves in tomorrow, we plan to be more visible in exhibitions. We just came back from Isle of Playtime in New York, and we think of going to Kinderjugend in Germany. We will expand our sales channels through local distributors in different countries, as well as use other available marketplaces we are not using yet. We predict to double our turnover in second half of the 2017 comparing to first one. And we want to establish cooperation with investors. So shortly, this is us, this is Ete Tete, and our vision is every child with their own Ete. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Questions? Just so you know, you still had 20 seconds. Go.
In case order of 10,000 units fall on you, do you have a solution to do that?
Today, no, because it's pretty hard to find some outsourcing. We have really tried to get cooperation with outsourcing companies like Dijosos and other folks, but
that's kind of part that involves me. At the moment, we believe that.
Do you want to take the microphone?
At the moment, we believe that our goal is to keep the price as low as possible. Because if the price is low, then the market gets bigger. So that's the reason why it's so hard for us when we to find outsource. If we reach for 10,000 units, then we're out. That's a fact for this today. So
what is the price?
79 euros.
Plus shipping.
Plus shipping, yeah.
If it's that's why, as outsourcing is pretty hard, we are growing ourselves.
Yes, the price issue is always an issue, but the price shouldn't be low, the price should be right. What makes you think that your product is appropriate to be priced as low as possible?
First, let's start with the shipping costs. It's always involved in there as well. For example, to ship, if we ship in pallets inside Europe, it's fine. It's like 5 to 10 euros per piece. Plus, of course, distributor percentage they are putting on margin, and then end user price. End user price shouldn't be higher than 140 euros because of the competition. There is a competition. It's not that we are totally the only ones, and yeah, the competition is this kind of price level.
Okay. Thank you so much. The next up, G-Card Online. Jā, droši, protams. You needed cast print. Do you have that? Please. They won't see you. Or do you? Okay. Okay.
Okay, everyone, hi. My name is Agnes, and I will introduce you with a product called G-Card. So imagine a situation, and I believe that I'm not the only one who has been in there. So it's a sunny Saturday morning, and you have decided it's the right time to get new camera. You went to the store, you choose the best suitable camera, you buy it, and you're happy. Time is flying, and after some time, you realized your new camera has been broken. You take your camera, you went back to the store, but because the time has been flying, you don't have neither your receipt nor the warranty documentation. And you realize that without them, you cannot use your rights. So you have left with your guarantee and with your broken camera. I believe that thousands of people faces this problem every day. Is there a solution? Of course, there's a box. You can put everything therein. Is it efficient and easily manageable? Not really. So then what we are offering, G-Card system. It's interactive software and there's no similar system on the world. How it works? You go to the store, you choose your camera, and then you give your G-Card to the cashier. Instantly, all the information goes to the server that is accessible 24/7. It's easy accessible for both the guarantee issuer and for the guarantee receiver. And more importantly, your guarantee information won't be lost anymore. So what's happened when it's broken? The camera. You go to the store and you give the card and there's all the information. You are happy. So where's the business behind that? For the guarantee issuers, for the guarantee receivers, it's for free. The only exception is on the cases when you want to sell your used good to another person. Then there is the transaction fee that the guarantee information moves from the one's account to another one's. For the guarantee issuers, there's the monthly fee. Either it's for the POS machine or for the online store. But we are providing the system software. Also, we are providing the service, secure server where the data is stored, and also the mobile application and internet platform where you can access to your account. And it's functioning worldwide. Who we are? You already know me. I'm Agnes. Then we have Eva, she's here as well. She's the author of the idea. And then we have Sandis, who is responsible for product development. So what we are planning to do next? The thing what we have to do is to develop the system's prototype. Also, we would like to verify our business model and market assumptions. Then we need to involve our investor, and then we are ready to launch. Oh, I fit in the time. So any questions? The end of my monologue. Yes, please.
Yeah, thanks. If the problem really is when people lose their receipts and guarantee tickets, why wouldn't you just make an app that you can take photos of all your checks, and you don't need 2 million investment for that?
Actually, thank you for asking that. There is actually already this kind of app who do that. There's two types of problems. Problem number one, it doesn't work. They have just a few thousand of downloads. People doesn't like it. Be real. The second thing is, this app and taking the picture works only in the several stores who actually accepting it. We tried it also here in Riga in several stores. We said, okay, I don't have my receipt, but I have a copy of it. Like, I made a picture, and they said, sorry, no, we are not accepting it. So this idea, sorry, but it failed already in the world.
So what is it in for stores? Why would they start paying you for the service?
Again, two reasons. The first one, it will happen the same as it happened with the cards when we went from just the cash to the credit cards. Again, stores are paying for that because there's a push, the pressure from the customer side. Mostly the customers are interested for them. So earlier or later, they will be just giant to this. The second thing, the system is just one of the small things. Well, okay, it's the main thing, but it's not the only thing that we are offering. The full complement of the system involves also the marketing tools, CRM. We are communicating with your clients. We are informing them about the special sales and etc. We are doing the questionnaire. So it's a full complement of this all. Also, it's possibility to join, to put some other loyalty cards under our system. So you will have a less cards in your pocket, or maybe without cards as well, because the system allows, there's like, for example, 3 ways how they recognize you. The one of them is a card. The second way is your mobile application that they know who you are, and the third one is the bank card. So if it's a bank card is connected with your account, it's just enough with that. Everyone knows who you are.
Okay. Thank you so much. Next up is Hack Motion.
Hi, HackMotion is smart clothing for learning sports. I'm Yanis, CEO of the company. When learning new things, accurate feedback is the most important thing. Unfortunately, in many sports, we still rely on basic data and subjective input from the coach. This is where HackMotion comes in. HackMotion sports suit uses motion capture technology to capture every movement of your body. Then movements are analyzed instantly by software, and real-time feedback is provided either on your screen as perfect 3D animations, or easy to understand graphs, or even audio in your headphones. We have tested our prototype in different sports, and currently, after tests with United Kingdom's national team, we have decided to build the best product for competitive target shooting. The sport is very interested in the data that we can provide. The requirements for the hardware are somewhat easier to meet because only the part of the body needs to be tracked and the system doesn't have to operate in harsh environments. For these reasons, we are able to go for early entry in the market, which is scheduled at the end of this year. Furthermore, we have teamed up for this project with another startup, Trace Shooting, which is already successfully selling camera-based systems in the same market. HackMotion is responsible for developing the hardware and doing the manufacturing part. Trace is doing the sales and marketing using their existing sales channels online and through spot shooting events. Currently, the market is served either by expensive sports labs, which quite few athletes can afford, or more simple systems that can only track the movements of the sports gun. For these reasons, we have started a patent application process to defend ourselves in the United States and European markets. HackMotion was founded less than a year ago. We have graduated 2 accelerators, built it in Estonia and Startup Sauna in Finland. Our team holds a PhD related to motion sensors, and also we have built businesses before. Currently we're funded by ourselves and grants, but later this year we are looking for 100,000 euros early investment for the development of the next product for the next sport. Currently the main candidate is golf. I'm Janis from HackMotion. Thank you.
Alex, you're holding the microphone.
Yes, I do. Have you considered other options for the business model you want to utilize instead of just selling the product?
Do you mean rent?
Well, renting, subscribing, sharing. Well, there are lots of other options, and just selling, well, doesn't seem to be kind of number one in terms of appropriateness for your business model, for your product.
Yeah, we are considering that, of course, and for each sport it will depend on the case, what the sport actually requires.
Okay. Questions?
Maybe I missed it, but do you have any? Who are your main competitors? Do you have? Who are the main competitors in this, or do you have any?
Okay, in the sports shooting market, there are sports labs, which are service where actually it costs quite a lot to go there and train. And then there are systems which can be attached to the sports pistols, which are either camera-based systems that use image recognition to track the gun according to the target, or it's inertial sensors that can be attached to also to the sports gun.
Okay, any more questions? Apparently not. Thank you so much. Next up, Corp S.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
In the back? Yeah? All good? Okay. So, hello. I'm Gustav from event recommendation platform Kurpes, and our goal is to enable everyone to find personalized events with a single click. So, events are important, especially in Latvia, where 1 in 3 people indicate attending more cultural events is their dream hobby. And event organizers know it, and that's why they create these events, right? That's why there are more than 1,000 events in Riga alone every single week. But there's a main gap, which is that, hey, people don't know about them. And you may wonder, how is this still a thing in 21st century? So first of all, it's because the ticket retailers are just selling the ticket, and they do not care about the convenience or aggregating all events together. And event discovery platforms are struggling with money issues and localization issues. And that's exactly where we strive, to combine these two things and to enable selling tickets through this vast amount of users and this communication between organizers, and to get to the event discovery platform subsidized by ticket sales. And we're going to do this by making a really convenient platform for event organizers and making it as a two-way street with the users where they can actually communicate, because this is 21st century, it's all about simplification and communication. And that's why we have developed a prototype where you can already find events in Riga. It's already the largest by the amount of events and functionality currently in Latvia. And who is us? It's me, Gustav. I have a master's degree in business information management from top 10 business school in Europe. I have worked in a couple of startups. And I have gathered Austris and Richards, who are great guys with experience in web development, application development, and big data. And this year we have already been selected for Creative Industry Incubator, got our first funding, and now we're 1 month away from our official large launch with all the media, and also technologically capable of supporting it. And then 1 month later, we're planning to start expansion in Latvia, other municipalities than Riga, and attracting event organizers, actively pushing so that they put events in themselves. And then in November, we're planning to already start ticket sales, which is going to be our main revenue stream in the long run. And afterwards, we're going to focus on personalizing this event experience for all the users and attracting second round of investments in order to expand to other countries beyond Latvia. Thank you all, and have a great day.
Questions?
I have a pretty fundamental question. Why geographic approach instead of thematic approach? Because people do have certain interests and they are mobile. Why are you going for geographical focus, Riga, surroundings, instead of going for thematic focus? I'm interested in opera. So tomorrow there is a great opera in Vienna, so I can go there.
So first of all, it's because a lot of people have wide variety of interests, and just basic Googling can show you first 2 operas in any place. And secondly, it's really hard to aggregate international data so that it's worldwide, so that you as a customer from Germany would not be disappointed in China or Latvia.
But what you should test then is that you don't log in and show your location and you see your surroundings, because there might be 100 events, but only 2 of them might be relevant to what your interests are.
Yeah,
have you been checking like different approach?
And
that's not everything that's happening at the same time, but thematic.
Yeah,
as I understand.
currently, yeah, in a month when we're launching, we're gonna already allow users to follow certain tags, such as operas, theaters, and bands, venues, etc.
Okay. And regarding your like beta testing on how do you call it? What is the customer's journey on your site? How frequent? What is he doing? Is he checking in and out, or just randomly clicking on?
So mostly, what people do, they just enter the site, get to the main site where we recommend events, see what's happening there, and then there's a couple of people who are searching for events for kids or searching for events in a different date. But mainly, it is just the most basic action, what's happening today.
Yeah, so that supports the thing that maybe you don't need the map after all. Right.
So what about how do you make this product approachable for customers? For example, we have Facebook where we can see different events. How do you adopt that?
Basically 100% coverage of all events and true personalization rather than just what your friends recommend, and sifting off the low quality events.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, Medomi.
Hello. When the new child comes in the world, parents have many worries, and one of the worries we talk about every day is weather. And we figured out how to provide peace of mind for the parents due to the weather. New safe way how the child could be ready whatever conditions comes, and that's the innovation. Target clients, active people, people who do a lot of outside activities, and yeah, how to cover themselves. What the features of the product is, it is multi-layers designs, washable, and easy to use. Business model, at the moment we are looking for a possibility to license it to the producer and yeah, who has a big sales network. One more thing is we have a patent pending for multiple layer blanketing system, which is we patented the process in the United States. Not yet patented, but at least application is there. And two, we have teams. I'm with a team with my wife. My name is Gunders, and my wife is Karina. And now the product itself. Basically, there are two prototypes or ways how to use it. And the idea is very simple. You use it blanket, or as a blanket, or as an undercover. And depending on the temperature, child is located in between one of the layers. We have tested with our children. It works very well. And you know, the problem is twofold. You can be too cold, then you cover more, or you can be too warm, and those are the problems. In our changing weather environment, that's always the case. This is a stroller application, and there is an independent application which can be used separately wherever you go with a child. So you simply place it in the layers which is more suitable. And the system of blanketing is that, yeah, the blanket becomes also the underlayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you would say this would be the same product for Norway and Italy?
Well, we have actually come, when we tested it, it actually works very well because the client, we have different seasons. In different seasons, especially when the mornings are cold and evenings are warm, or we are in a very hot temperature, and when you go in the conditioned temperature, we still want the child to be covered. So we have worked with layers which are simply meant to cover and with ventilation. So you can provide whatever is needed.
And what is the way you are planning to distribute this product?
At the moment, we are looking for licensing it with a big producer with sales network. That's the first idea, how to develop the idea together with some company who already does it. There are competitors, but they don't have product like this. Usually, existing products usually cover only the open possibility or closed possibility, two conditions. Our product provides like 4 different possible configurations of the covers.
Okay, any more questions?
How many people are waiting in line to buy this product now?
This is actually the first official presentation of the product. We first did all the legal stuff with applying the patent.
Yeah, but then do you have customers waiting in line for the product?
It's not. We don't have customers yet, and we so far simply developed the product itself. I'm looking for partnership to develop further.
And how then you know that it will sell?
We tested it. We went to, by the way, to United States, several manufacturers, and also the retail shops. And yeah, we get quite many interested companies because they want to have in their product line, but at the moment we're looking for cooperation partner.
Okay, thank you so much. Next up, Overly.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Ainaš, and I'm a co-founder of company Overly. And we are the first company in Baltics that's focusing on augmented reality, and we're really deep into this technology. We have been working for 4 years now. So what's augmented reality? So it's a technology that teaches digital camera to recognize stuff around us, things around us, and put the digital content on top of it. Just to give you a small demo, I'll show you some of the examples we have done this far. So yeah, it's just a very short sneak peek into this technology. But so what's next? Why I'm telling you this today? During all these projects, we have noticed that people are really willing to use this technology, but there is no actual way that they can use them, like create this stuff themselves. So we are giving our hands in the power of our app in hands of our customers through print-on-demand business. So print-on-demand business is where you can order your personalized images, photo books, canvas, and other products. And you know, the personalization thing is very important because we all have these pictures and videos from important moments in our life, and this is the way you can connect them together in easy and understandable way. So we like to say that we are making print-on-demand great again.
Introducing Live Canvas. The precious moments fade away so soon, but now it's easier than ever to relive them. Now with Print.Pictures Canvas prints, you can bring your most precious moments to life. Order Canvas with augmented reality. Then simply scan with Overly app. And invoke a video of your wedding day photo shoot. Or remember laying in that sandy beach. Or your child's first steps. It's so simple.
Yeah, so we are focusing on B2B companies, like the companies that are already in business are really strong in it. We have created an API system that really easily integrates into their platform so that all those companies can start offering this product to their customers. Yeah, and at the moment we are actually testing our system with our first client. And also on the roadmap we are creating tools for the people so that they could easily create this augmented reality content and at the same time order it more easily. Yeah, so thank you. If you have any questions, please.
What's your business model will you sell this as an additional thing, for example, that Printful can integrate, or what are you going to do?
Yes, it's very similar. So the idea is that we are offering this API system to companies, and they can sell, let's say companies already selling Canvas, now they can sell Canvas with augmented reality.
Do you have any competitors?
At this point, there are companies that do augmented reality, but we don't know any company that would be, that would have created this kind of solution or service.
Have you made some research with end consumers? Do they want this kind of products in terms of we have different? I can see my live video on the phone. Why should I put the phone on the picture which is on the wall?
Yeah, there's a very big magic, and the best way to experience is to try it out. I will be able to show you later. But yes, we have tested it. We have tested with wedding invitations, with the Canvas, and there are times where people get in tears. And it's also always about the way you experience this. So you can watch movie at home, but you still go to cinema because it's a different experience. And the same goes here. You can make more emotional memories about some events, and so it's different experience.
And what is the price range for me as a consumer?
Well, the price range will depend on the seller, but usually we sell it as a upsale. So it's going to be Canvas plus, for example, $5 or $10 more. You can get this augmented reality feature.
Any more questions? Looks like our jury needs a coffee.
Thank you.
One more. Or did we run out of time? Just the last one.
I was just wondering, what can it actually do? It can, you have the picture and then it comes to life, and that's the only thing that can happen, or does it do anything else?
For now, yes, but we have some other features in the roadmap, but we have to get there. It's just there's a really big demand for this now, so that's why we're starting with the basic.
Okay, thank you so much. A school.
Hi everyone, my name is Marta, and this is School. It's interactive, educational, game-based application. We at School are 4 21st century teachers, and we believe that this amazing gadget is powerful research and learning tool. So we see this problem every day, that the content on it is, there's lack of cool and development-based content on the smart gadgets. So we created a solution which is very cool, and that is School. What do we offer? We offer you a game-based application where the kid is taking care of the monster, taking little monster to the school, learning mini videos, doing little afterwards interactive and hands-on tasks after the videos, and then sending it to the teacher, and then the teacher is giving the feedback, and that's how the kid is earning points, and then they can play the games and enjoy their creative and curious childhood. And that's how they can grow their monster, and that's their motivational part. This is how it looks like. This is teacher inside of the smartphone with everyday tasks. So what do we offer? We offer you a guilt-free application for the parents with approved content where there is no bad content on it, and we promise you active kids who will learn to use the smartphone as not just selfie gadget, but also to use the camera for making educational videos and photos and just amazing and curious stuff. Then they get the feedback from the teacher, and they can get the motivational points to grow their monster. Get the points and grow your monster. Develop yourself, develop your monster. The competition, you will ask if there is any. Of course there is, because internet is full with amazing stuff. There is Khan Academy, which is amazing, but unfortunately it is made for older kids, not for 4 to 8 year olds who are for first smartphone users. There is YouTube, which is, there is endless content on it. Unfortunately, the kids can end up also at the bad videos, which we of course want to eliminate. And then there is the silly content, which are just ABC letters jumping around, which is not cool anymore for the little ones. Business model is subscription-based with the free and paid content. This is our amazing and cool team with the co-founder Santa sitting right here and supporting us, me. Sorry, Edis, the technical solutions, and Karina, the design master. We really feel responsible about the curious and engaged kids, so that's why we created School, or we call it Monster. Thank you.
Hey, have you been testing it with the kids? You don't need a final product yet. And what are the kids saying? And are they engaged full, or do they get bored?
I have summer school, so the testing is happening every day. The bigger test will start when the Latvian Republic will start the school, which is September. We will start to make without application with the Facebook platform, and we will make bigger tests. But right now it's happening, to answer to your question.
In those tests, have you observed the problem with instant feedback that is necessary for kids? Because they will not wait until the teacher gives the feedback. They want instant feedback. How are you going to solve this?
With the INARS and overlay. Thank you for the question. Thank you for overlay.
Any more questions? The uniqueness of your product.
What is the uniqueness? The uniqueness is that we are creating content, which are the videos, mini lessons, with the topics which kids are interested in. They're sending in questions, how does the trolley works, for example. And then we're making that mini video, mini lesson, and after the lesson there is the hands-on task. When we make sure, does he understand what we were talking about? And the task is to use the camera, for example, to snap a picture of tram number 6 or something like that, just to use it wisely and engagingly. That's the unique features.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Solfeggio.
Hello. Hi, my name is Lauma, and I'm the co-founder of Solfeggio, a music education app for children who love technology. A recent study by one of the huge names in music business vendors shows that even though music is one of the key subjects at school, 90% of children actually don't feel so interested in music and stop playing it after school because the learning experience is not interesting enough. And I actually understand the situation because the digital natives are the young generation who devote a lot of time on their smartphones and tablets, and they have different learning habits. The teachers have to battle for their attention, and they also have to keep the attention of the whole class with different skill levels and limited amount of time. And that's where Solfeggio comes in. We have created a technology that combines exciting technology with popular songs that the children enjoy listening to, thus together making a music education app that can be used in schools. So how does that happen exactly? First, we make the circumstances for the kids to learn the basics of music, which is the melody, harmony, and rhythm in an easy and visually perceivable way. Second, the technology is made so that you can play together in the classroom, thus actually making a rock band in your classroom. And we do that by using the projector, speakers, music instruments, and our app. And third, the children can continue learning at home on their own because of the circumstances of the virtual classroom in their app, saving the time of their teachers and There are thousands of music teachers and millions of their students in the European Union and the UK and the US alone, thus creating a multi-million market. Our competitors have not been able to enter the school market because they focus on learning the music individually, whereas we focus on collaboration. And actually, playing together is the key engagement feature. Solfeggio at the moment is used in classrooms in UK, Sweden, and in Latvia, and we have teachers willing to become our ambassadors, and we have really great testimonials. And our own surveys show that the solfeggio in our music workshops engages up to 90% of students. So this is our business model, where we focus on selling to schools, but there are also individual subscriptions available and the free trial. Our team is located in the Creative Industries Incubator in Riga. I'm a music teacher myself, and we have all the key competences in technology and product building for reaching our goals. This is our funding strategy. At the moment, we have attracted an investment loan for Imprimatur Capital, and we're looking forward to Slash Startup Conference in November to attract seed investment. We believe that winning the Creative Business Cup will unlock more opportunities for us to receive funding and to scale globally. Thank you.
How do you reach your customer?
Thank you for the question. At the moment, we are focusing on music teachers in Scandinavia and UK. And we are reaching our customer through content marketing, through direct communication, and also through our distribution partners in the countries. This year, we also conducted various number of workshops in different countries in Europe and attended conferences, thus making the networking to reach more teachers.
Simon, you had a question?
So how does it work? So you have the, what is this, what is it, how does it,
how do we make a rock band out of kids in classroom? Okay, thank you. So it works like that. Actually, I agree with Marta, the previous speaker, that content is very important. So we have selected and developed music and songs in the way that is easy perceivable for children. We get to the classroom, we open the app, we use the projector exactly as like this, and we use the speakers and the music instruments available in the class. And the teacher has enough skills to adjust the app and the songs to different skill levels of the kids, because of course there are different skill levels, and you can use any music instrument you have in the class. So that's how it works. The kids play together, you separate them into groups, and after having learned the notes, they actually start interacting and improvising with each other.
Your product might be very interesting for producers of different music instruments, because thanks to your app, many more kids will start playing. Have you been considering involving the producers in financing of the app or generating revenue streams for your business?
Thank you. That is a very good question, and actually a very good recommendation. When I was in Slush conference the previous November, actually it was also one of the ideas that was given to me by an investor who I spoke with. So thanks very much. I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
Thank you so much. A lot of fans in the back. Great. Let's continue with the sound school.
Hi everybody, my name is Dmitry. Let me introduce our sound engineering and music production school based in Riga. We work already at the moment. What's happening here?
To the right and to the computer.
It's not working. Try yourself maybe.
I don't know. What happened?
Actually, we work already, and can I get my time started from the beginning, please?
Yeah, but it's working?
Yeah, so it should be.
Yeah.
As you can see, we have real school in Riga, and that's kind of new type of music education. We're focused on mentorship And our main thing is peer-to-peer training. We have a pretty individual-based approach. We started as a recording studio more than 15 years ago, and we are teams of sound engineers, musicians, and of course teachers. Of course, nowadays also developers are involved. We have great students who are performing world-class musicians. They make audio-visual performances, projecting mappings, and the stuff. There are some numbers showing that interest to the area is growing year by year. And also, every musician needs to be aware of technology and coding nowadays. Also, music making is a way of entertainment nowadays, and people do that just for fun. Maybe that's why music recording sales revenue goes down, but there are other industries like video games, virtual reality, which will always be hiring people making sounds and music. That's why area is pretty attractive and competitive. Also, there are a lot of free YouTube tutorials and stuff, but we think that we can deal with it. First of all, we're able to create high-quality content, which is essential. I can teach any of you here in 6 months how to make music with computer software, even if you have no special skills or whatever. We're going to focus on remote lessons, peer-to-peer lessons in the United States and European Union. Next year, also we'll have know-how of regional adaptations. We are going to make translations and narrations to small languages for video content. And those are numbers which we are going to make next year. It's actually 82,000 of total turnover and 24,000 of revenue. To do that, actually, we need 15,000 of euro, and we're going to spend it for Google AdWords, Facebook campaigns, developing our website, as well as some other things like equipment and preparing our mentors. So we do other stuff as well. And we're going to focus on pre-recorded video courses as well as we will continue our relations with well-known brands which are happy to collaborate with us nowadays. I mean, music, hardware, and software manufacturers, as well as we're planning to start producing sample libraries and our own virtual music instruments. Those are plans. We are located in Riga city center, and you're welcome to visit us with your kids.
Thank you so much.
Questions?
Yes, there is the microphone.
There's the mic. Yeah, and now you mentioned it again. So you have a physical location, but then you are an online peer-to-peer. So why the physical thing? Why not just
we
drop
worked physically the last 7 years, and we feel nowadays a little bit limited. Of course, we'll continue doing that because it makes trust. And also we are able to offer our clients, remote clients, to visit us, organize boot camps in Riga, make kind of educational tourism. And we're planning to do that.
Okay, and then speaking about online, then which customers and where will you focus on?
For now, we will continue like physical thing with Baltic countries, that's for sure. But we're going to focus on United States because we feel that we can do that.
Okay, but then because the competition is enormous, and also because if, for example, I'm going to pay 20 euros a month for your project, then I can pay 20 euros a month for a multi-billion company that produces super high quality content.
Not a lot of them are focused on peer-to-peer. It's more like video tutorials where you get feedback, and like 100 of people are going through that course. We're going to focus on peer-to-peer model when we can adjust content, and let's say we can take your music genres which you're interested in and give you software which you're interested in and the thing. And that's the idea why we can capture and get in the US market.
We have time for one more question.
Seems that there are no more questions, so a comment. Considering the peer-to-peer component in your business idea, I would suggest considering adding some gamification component in your business, how those people can compete between each other and Yeah, that would make your product a little bit more interesting.
I could add here that we are involving our students into the process, and they are content makers potentially. They create sample packs, sample libraries for musicians, and they'll be involved in the process later on.
Okay.
But thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, Treehouse Place.
Hello to most patient listeners. Behind you, you can see these are the most worthwhile or beautiful locations in the world, nature. But unfortunately, they are also nature preserves, which means that there are not much ways of utilizing them. You can't build there, you can't make large happenings there. And with some partners, this is the solution we have came up with, is building houses in trees using natural resources and without drills. They are seasonal, only for 1 year, but you build them only with using ropes, and it's in 2 weeks you can have multiple platforms. It's the second year. We have accumulated quite a large team from engineers, outdoor people, and also some students. And we started in Latvia, and now we are having some first contracts also in India and Norway, so moving out of Latvia also. Here you can see how the building process approximately looks like, and the test we did here is with people who haven't built before. So they are just some students and exchange people from different countries. They are trying to build a treehouse from our instructions, and our end product in 5 years will be a manual for doing it in each house. Okay, let's go to the next year. This is our this year's product which we tried out, and if we go further into our business plan, then we can see here that the first years was trying if we can do it in Latvia ourselves. Then it was training the crew, which we are still doing, and also making events with business to business. So we are selling in the Treehouse platform system. And after 2020, we will also provide an individual complex. So if you are a dad, or you can buy a complex for your family with training video also. And this is how it looks for business to business. You have a venue in forest where you can host your concert or birthday party or whatever you want to do. And the cost of that for now is 10,000 euros starting and up. But you have a sustainable way which is not hurting the forest in any way. Thank you. And if you have some questions, now is the time.
What is it you're really selling?
Yes, there are 3 things we are selling. The first one is training. If you join one of our training camps, you can learn and become an instructor. So it's like a certification process that you can build tree houses on your own. Of course, you still need arborists that are checking if it's correct, but you can do it yourself. The second product is the actual tree house, which is these 5 years down the road for now. We build them for businesses. And later on, our end goal is to create a system. For example, it's like a Lego constructor. You have, for example, 10 beams, 1 kilometer of rope, and protection nets, and you can build the treehouse yourself with the training material we provide. Thank you.
Okay, it seems that you have knowledge. You have some material to bind those beams. But do you really need to deliver also those beams in the final end? Can't you develop a sub-product or I would even say it would be a main product which would contain this knowledge, skill, training and the basic equipment without beams, which is absolutely the heaviest and the most expensive to be delivered?
Yeah, I think that would be the most purchasable product, but I think it can be in segments. For example, if you have beams yourself, you can only buy the pack which has knowledge and certification. If you want all in one package, you can also have a complex where you buy to the shop, drive to the shop. You are buying probably some other building materials for your house, and you also can pick up a system for this.
I suppose human beings have been building in trees since they could more or less do any kind of tool building. So what is the unique thing about this? Well, I mean, is it just the idea that you can build without tools? Because, I mean, Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
answer very fast. There are three unique things. The first one that we can build it without electricity if it's required, so it can be in very remote locations. The second one is instructions and safety, so we have special training for this. And the third one that it is completely eco-friendly. We are not even making drills in the trees. It's just using ropes and special tying system. In our YouTube channel, you can see the training in Netherlands we were attending.
Okay, thank you so much. And last but not least, Warm Grey Company.
Hello, I'm Mairita. I'm an artist and I'm representing my company. It is Warm Grey Company. Basically, I'm making pots made from washable paper, and I use my skills, my experience to make designs.
Hold your microphone more up.
Yes, yes. So the idea started a while ago when I was on maternity leave with my second daughter. Previously, I was working as a graphic designer for many years, and I knew that I don't want to spend all my life in front of screen. And I like this sense of feeling material and make practical things. So, firstly, I started with small textiles like baby clothing and toys. And then I accidentally came across this unique material, this Craftex, which is like washable paper or paper fabric. It's made out of natural cellulose fiber, which is obtained from forest cultivation. And this material can be used for a long period of time. And when its life is over, you can easily recycle it with normal cardboard. And my main idea was giving back to nature what we have taken it so far. And inspiration for my designs also came from nature, Latvia's forests. And my first collection was born. And these were like birch bark patterned pots. Because this material reminded me this feel of this bark. Sustainability is or my core value in a production. I try to use all material as much as possible and not to make any waste. In the 21st century, when plastic bags are found polluting our waterways, and I offer sustainable storage solutions and other products to replace the plastic wares we use daily. I use my creative approach to this material. I created different kind of, not only storages, but bags, pillows, even lampshades, and pet boxes, mats, and possibilities are endless. Mostly these are contemporary baskets for modern interiors. I work with customers to fulfill their requirements, and I have created lots of different kind of designs. Business model is only me at the moment. I used to have a partner helping me out, but now I'm alone, doing everything myself, inventing ideas, cutting, sewing, and doing all the financial side and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was 3 minutes.
Yeah, selling channels is Etsy.
Maybe a question regarding that.
Just one. So you, if you're doing it, you can't produce so much, I suppose.
I can't. Yeah, that's the reason why I need to grow, because demand is really high, and I need to turn down lots of offers. So yeah, there is lots of potential in this business.
If you have offers, how come you don't have solution to fulfill them?
I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm still in progress of developing and hiring somebody. I just moved from Scotland to Latvia, so I'm in a new environment, and I need to grow here.
Do you see any potential using these bags in daily grocery process? changing plastic bags where we take in shop.
Lots of people. I even produce myself like a snack packs and lunch bags, and they are washable, and you can reuse them for many times, and they're very practical.
Have you seen your customers, and what is the most prevalent thing how people are using the bag?
Lots of people use them as a decorative object in a house, like a plant pot cover, but very practical, like lunch bags are really famous.
Yeah, so we're running out of time, but then maybe a comment. Then it seems that you need to find that one thing what people are buying the thing for, and then just push it all in. Because if you're starting that you don't want to sit in the front of the screen for the rest of your life, well, well, people don't buy it. It's okay, but then there's something super practical about this thing, and then when maybe try testing higher prices so that you get more contribution and you can allow and to hire people. And usually it's okay if a product is well demanded, then bump up the price and they don't. It won't crash. So
Thank you. Thank you for your comment.
Questions / mentorship at the same time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are done with the top 20. Can you believe that? I will let you all have a sip of coffee, a small snack, even the jury. You deserve it. And you will have a fantastic tour around co-working space Takums led by Olex after your small coffee. And then we will try to be very quick and very efficient in maximum 20 minutes deliberate on the top 5 and see you here in 20 minutes to find out the results. Oleg, raise your hand just so they know. They take a coffee and then go to you.